The skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound, and I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Winnicott will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting...
Hey everyone, it's Welonz, and we're doing a first look of Twin Mirror today, the newest game from DONTNOD. This game came out last week, but not to too much fanfare. I feel like it kind of fell off most people's radars. I did check out some of the reviews, and it didn't do too well, unfortunately. I usually love DONTNOD games, so I'm interested in taking a look anyway, but in light of that, we should probably temper our expectations a little bit.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
In the middle of the woods? It is really pretty. Nature and all that.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
Basswood, West Virginia. Restoration sign. The company made sure we knew how generous they were.
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
It says, restoration made possible thanks to the generous donations of the New Virginia Coal Incorporated. Yeah, that was a plot point that came up in the mini-game too. This company, this town, seems to be pretty related to the mining industry. And it sounds like our guy here hasn't been back in a long time.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
It is a pretty view. A view of Basswood, travel through West Virginia. Founded in 1865, this small mining town quickly grew along with the coal industry. At its peak, Basswood produced more coal than any other town in West Virginia, with the Basswood mine being one of the most consistent coal mines in the US. Ruined. Closed. Sucks. Basswood is also... Hold on. Basswood is also a wonderful place to simply let nature be nature, outside of the Appalachian Trail, with its hundreds of miles of hiking trails. A perfect example of the true West Virginian way of life, Basswood is both a reminder of its past and a glimpse into its bright future. Well, when you have a small town like this, where nature is kind of one of the defining features, but then you also have stuff like coal mining. It's a sign of industrialization, right? So definitely not something that everyone's gonna agree with.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
Nick.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares.
Nightmares.
Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
Seems like this has been a long time thing. Warning sign, because a sign protects better than the sturdy railings. For some people, yeah.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
It doesn't hurt to have an extra sign. Why not? Fire pit. Still soaked by the rain, unused for some time.
Kids hung out here all the time. Not that I was ever invited. Or wanted to go.
You grew up here. You grew up here, you left, and now you're coming back because your friend died. Not exactly the best kind of circumstances to be coming back in. Picnic table, in serious need of repair. Has no one been using them?
I don't think these tables have seen any children recently. At least I hope not.
That's a beer bottle, isn't it? Maybe it's the kind of town where everyone moves out eventually. Kind of small. Younger people don't really want to stay here. Emergency phone. Directly connected to the emergency line.
I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Basswood Wildlife Area.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
West Virginia's scenic mountain forests are home to deer, flying squirrels, red foxes, field mice, rabbits, and cave bats, among other animals. Bobcats, wild boars, and even black bears have been seen all over the state. Even very remote farmsteads have occasionally sighted the eastern cougar, Puma concolor, on the prowl. Is that a little bit dangerous then? No littering, no smoking, but you can look around.
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
When hunting, carry any and all required permits and licenses. Don't hunt under the influence. Hunting is forbidden between half an hour after sunset and half an hour before sunrise. Why? Is it because that's when there might be people around? And you might mistake them for animals, so it's kind of dangerous, I guess? No hiking. Trail closed 3 years ago due to a landslide.
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it.
Well, you know about this. So you were still here 3 years ago? You left pretty recently? Food locker. Keeps hikers and hunters safe from bears.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
Ah, like putting food in here so that the animals don't smell it, so they don't go to you? But when do you eat it then? When do you eat it?
There seems to be something here. Lovers scarring a tree to write down their initials. Always seemed twisted to me.
S for Sam?
I used to love looking at Basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
Wow, looking at outside scenery, especially because right now a lot of us are on lockdown, feels like, whoa, it's the outside. Ah. Oh.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind? Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Whoa. Superpower or something more metaphorical? I'm flaking apart too, look at me. Wow. Basswood rail accident. Damaged track led to derailing. Is that related to why you left? Optimal shot angles. Oh, for like playing pool? There's a pool table.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
We had some kind of a falling out. We didn't even speak properly and now we're going back, but only because of a funeral. That's kinda...
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others. Even in me.
So in that phone game, I think it was mentioned that Sam used to work at Basswood Journalism. I don't remember the name of the company, but he's a journalist by trade, I think. Just like this lady.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening.
Important distinction, huh? Hearing the words is one thing, and then processing it is another. Something terrible happened, and then I left town.
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
Ooh, she doesn't look happy.
You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
Ouch.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
I'm running late. I decided to take a walk on the promontory before Nick's funeral. I thought I wasn't ready to face Basswood again, but the past is already pulling me back in. My memories are so vivid. It's as if I never left. Now, was that a metaphorical thing, or was that like a power, though? Anna, the one that got away. Would my whole life be different had she said yes? Seeing her again. It's gonna be hard. Yet, part of me is looking forward to it. The rest of me wants to turn around and leave now. Oh, okay, so that was us. Anna and Sam, AS. He didn't even make it sound that way. Anna Miller? That's the exact same name as the lady from the Metro series. I left Basswood 2 years ago to run away from a job at a small-time newspaper, a town full of angry people, and a failed relationship. I didn't glance back. Now I'm gonna go home to attend my best friend's funeral. What could be more fun than facing all your past mistakes at your friend's graveside, right? Sam Samuel Higgs. Nicholas Nick Waldron. Nick's been my friend since we were kids, my only friend. I ghosted him 2 years ago when I left Basswood. Now he's ghosting me by being dead. Whoa, that's Don't think that's quite how he intended it. But that's rough, isn't it? That's rough. I think we're running late. We should probably get back to the car.
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
Well, how long were you thinking for? You missed the funeral entirely? I thought we were just running late. Dude, that's awful.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Who was that? Oh. Yes, of course. The name of the game, Twin Mirror. Twin? Mirror? Are you still coming? I really hope you can make the wake. It'll be at the Haven. Dude! This is the reason why you came back. You gotta go. I'm almost there. Got stuck in traffic. Almost there.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Not a place of happy memories for him, huh? That much is clear. Miner's Haven. My goddaughter.
Muley, you actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
Be an adult. She's a kid.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
She's not happy. Normally I would say I'm sorry, but I feel like this guy's a little bit avoidant of the past right now, so let's go with, let's not talk about this.
I don't really want to talk about this right now.
You don't want to talk about this? What are you, my age?
I'm not here for very long. I don't want to fight about the mistakes I've made.
Well, my dad died. I'm angry, and I want to fight about it.
I don't. And it takes two people to fight.
You're a jerk, and I'm gonna talk about it. It's been hard. My mom's been distant, even before all of this. I wish my dad was still here. I wish kids in class liked me. I wish you hadn't left. I wish a lot of things.
Well, I don't know how much me staying would have helped.
You're the only one around here that doesn't treat me like a kid.
You are a kid.
Doesn't mean I like to be treated like one. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
Oh.
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything.
An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation?
A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself.
This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it.
She's frozen right
Cool
now.
to lead her on,
Friends don't lie to each other.
even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
Wait, I thought... Oh, that person, is that me? I guess it is, but it's a different hairstyle, plus I have glasses. Looking at the portraits here, it does look similar. Twin. Twin mirror. The voice is definitely the same. Oh man. Okay, I mean, we're starting, right? So we should look into things. While we're thinking in our head, it seems like time is just frozen.
Okay. I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but...
You want to know for sure. I get it.
Thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there, too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do. See you inside.
How long ago did the accident happen? Because his daughter is really not acting like she lost a dad. My twin mirror. Is that some kind of, second personality?
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
Dude, guy, you gotta get your crap together, okay? Seriously. You came back for a funeral and you missed it. And I don't even know how you left this town in. What state did you leave in? Because everyone seems to be pretty angry. Tara's car. Seems most of Basswood Jungle crew is in attendance.
Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara.
Coal Miners Haven. Everything has to be a reference to the mine.
Same old town, same old bar. The more things change.
Yeah. Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you, even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do.
Time to be more social.
Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Man, we've been walking around with a frown the whole time. Joan's bike, heavily worn out, she still loves biking.
That smile she had when I gave it to her. She could barely get on it back then.
So the mom is still around. Thank God. It's not like I ditched my goddaughter in a town with nobody supporting her. Football game ad. At least Basswood still has its Pathfinders.
One of Nick's favorite matchups. Might be the first game he'll miss.
What was that kitty? Coming through the back will get me looks.
Ethan keeps a spare key around, but I should use the front.
The Coal Miners Haven. Bar has changed its logo, but never changed a name.
The old bar sign. Reminds me of when Nick and I were still kids.
Nick is my best friend. It's not even like my acquaintance. But we somehow had a falling out so big that we just didn't talk again. A lot of regrets, huh? Never getting to say sorry or making up. All that sort of stuff. Yeah, okay. Oh. Basswood police car. The force has seen better days.
Some of the police force stopped by. Which means most of the police force stopped by.
Small town. Big happening. And it seems like there might be some suspicion as to whether it's really an accident. Newspaper.
I haven't read an issue of this paper since I left. I wonder how they've been doing without me.
Yeah, he used to work here. Local legend honored today by Walter Dodson. Earlier this week, our dear colleague, Nick, passed away in a tragic car accident. He will be set to rest tomorrow at Heaven's Gate Cemetery, before his family, friends, and coworkers share a drink at the Coal Miners Haven to honor the memory of a dearly departed friend. Longtime readers will no doubt recognize his name, as there have been days when it was a byline of over half the articles littering this plucky paper. Nick was loved by his family and colleagues. He is survived by his daughter Joan and his ex-wife Kathy. The West Virginia Diggers, our boys are back. Not even just best friend, but like, we work together. The Basswood Jungle, that's the name of the paper, right. April 11, 2018.
Must have been a hard issue to write.
But things like accidents happen so quickly and suddenly, too.
Ugh, I'm not ready for this.
It's not like struggling with a disease. One day it just happens.
Here we go.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right? Because if you aren't, well, Nick's memory only goes so far.
Well, I'm clearly well-liked.
That's what I thought.
Come on, it ain't worth it. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
Don't start crap at your friend's funeral. The wake.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Declan.
Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
Miners.
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Ah, maybe I wrote an article about how the mine is bad or something.
Hey Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
Is that Kathy?
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
I was wondering if that might have been his ex-wife.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know.
Wow.
Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
Can we talk about how that lady was being very insensitive just now? He burned alive, you know. What? I don't want to talk about it.
It isn't something I talk about, especially here.
Understandable. Maybe some other time. Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Am I making this guy a little bit too antisocial? But he does give off that vibe, right? He's like all dreary and stuff. That's Kathy. Oh, you're here now.
So, Sam, how's life been treating you?
The same way it treats everyone. Some days are better than others.
Yeah, that's pretty optimistic, coming from you.
I try.
You staying in town long?
Not really. Why? You think I'm gonna disturb the peace or something?
Huh. Wouldn't be your first time. Have a nice evening, Sam.
Thanks, Declan. Ethan.
So, I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize...
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us, join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. for years. My best reporter. What do you even say about him?
So Walter's my ex-boss.
Remember that article? Something about stoplights? No one cared, but he did. Months of effort.
Yield signs. He approached each story with his pen like a knight wielding a sword.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot in Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been?
Enough?
How have you really been?
Let's try to find out what this guy's really thinking.
I spend all day doing nothing. I don't even count days, they just blur together. Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
We can ask you a little bit. Ooh, maybe that was kind of a little bit socially inappropriate, huh? Wow, I'm actually doing horribly right now. How do people respond to that? They can't really.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say.
Ah.
Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial.
It is.
Especially from you.
I'll, keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
I mean, saying enough about Nicholas. How have you been, Sam? I find that a little bit distasteful too, but sure. No one allowed back there, besides Ethan. Wood carving, made by Ethan's sister.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
Can I take it? No, it's not like those wood carvings and Tell Me Why.
I've never known Tara to not take over a conversation.
Did you know he burned alive?
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
That's enough, lady. That's enough.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Ooh, there's someone even more socially inappropriate than me. Holy crap, that lady. Every single word she spouted. Every single word.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
Hey, people should really be paying attention to her. What the heck, man? She's a daughter here. The only daughter.
Everyone here seemed to really like my dad.
Of course they did, Bug.
Everyone's nice in that creepy way. It's weird. Even Anna's weird.
Where's Anna? I guess I was expecting... that was a funeral already. The funeral is the sad, crying your eyes out part, but the wake is more... hanging out and like a celebration of life kind of thing, I guess. It's not as somber.
It's a thing adults do. They say what they think they're supposed to say.
They all just say the same thing in this weird voice.
Yeah, you just had a tragedy voice. It drives everyone bonkers.
So why do people do it?
I honestly don't know.
Social decorum.
Do you ever just watch people?
It's pretty much all I do.
Me too. But I don't always like what I see.
Here, here. Where is Anna? Slightly short back cornered leg gives an advantage to regulars. Something only you would know.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard. Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Let's not talk about it here, right? Something about it being not socially appropriate.
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Whoops. We kind of promised we'd look into the thing already. Mind Palace. Should I put it down first? So this doesn't seem to be metaphorical then. We're really going in here.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path?
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You probably saved some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Muley.
You piece of
Language.
We put people out of jobs.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... It feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
Noticing a bit of a theme here from the conversations. Doing what's appropriate, what's considered the expected thing of you.
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. He was more her best friend than a dad. Look at us.
Does that mean that now Joan is with her mom?
Happier times. I wonder who took that picture.
Probably we're in the picture too, somewhere.
We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Bug was so small back then. Those two were a great team.
Memories.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood? Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
That might not be the only reason why I left though, because it sounds like we had a falling out with Nick as well, but Nick would probably support me writing an article that's, you know, about discovering the truth and all that, which I assume is what I did, about the mines.
That wasn't the reason I left town.
Oh, you think it was that girl of yours? You left because the town hated your guts.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way.
Dude.
Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
Why are you all like this? We're out of wake right now. Can we not, like, hold it in for the night at least? Jeez.
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that.
Antisocial mode.
Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
Anna?
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
There's the girl of the hour. Honestly, by far and large, it seems like most people here are just to drink and not really... You know, I don't really get the sense they really care. Except for Anna, maybe.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
But no more than 3,000 milligrams a day.
Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things.
That's what crooked pharmacists want you to believe.
He's not very well liked either.
It's damaging in the long term.
Could you give us a moment, Sam?
Distribution of marks suggests strong intoxication for the average player.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers.
Do flowers actually help?
Should I have brought flowers? Do people expect me to?
Yeah, again, people's expectations. Used to be her mother's.
Anna used to play it almost every night. She stopped after her father's accident.
Drum kit, used by garage bands. Ethan tries to support the local scene. Hey. Mind Palace. Arcade machine. Nick always had the high score.
Nick and I spent so much money on this machine.
Pac-Man secrets. Sorry, Anna.
I can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Oh.
Daddy, 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 open your eyes
Younger, happier Sam.
and wake up. The kids and I've been busy, and we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 daddy. But when the lights are out, it's time for me to show you my love. And I've got a feeling you've been pleased.
Oops.
So, daddy, 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 sit yourself down.
Maybe less reminiscing. Let's actually talk to the girl next to us. Hey, long time no see.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
2 years.
Anna?
Sam!
Give her some support.
I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Do we say what's expected of us or the truth?
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right?
Exactly.
Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5 if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
I wanted to help. I was trying to make things better.
You always do. Try, at least. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. It started to get serious.
Oh.
But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
Oh. I did see the pictures on the memorial board, but I thought that we were all just close friends, maybe? Oh.
Wait, you and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago. He never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
I don't want to, like, intrude and be like, hey, let's start our investigations, but we should probably ask something, right? And Anna, being someone that we have a history with, I don't want to offend her, but I feel like we should ask somebody.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous? Whew. Now this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always... I get it. I just... You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home.
Whoops.
I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
And that's what happens when we're honest.
That's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe he showed up.
Talked to him out of town.
When we don't abide by the social decorum. You know? But then people ask about me like they actually want to know about me. But no, they just want to hear some... It's like when you ask people, how are you? Do you really expect them to say, no, I'm doing horribly right now? Or do you just want to hear, I'm fine, thank you, how are you?
It does look tempting.
Collection of bottles, alcohol from all over the country. Ethan likes to show off. Ethan's been trying to branch out with the drinks. Hey, Walter.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel, join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there. With a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
Well, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He was always good with Joan, though Kathy did the heavy lifting. Took her to school, fed her, clothed her, and Nick would pick her up. Play dad for a few hours. Mostly she'd just sit in the office drawing. He'd drop her back off with her mom after dinner.
Greater men have done far less by their daughters. The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Well, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Yeah, maybe that's why his daughter doesn't seem that affected, because mom had custody and she was really only visiting him once in a while, I guess.
Everyone liked him. I think even Dennis liked him somewhat.
He always had a lot of friends. A few who couldn't make it sent flowers.
How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. And who can prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
It always seemed so easy for him. Every day he'd show up, smile, no matter what.
Of the qualities in a good man, that one deserves to be at the top.
Not a quality I possess.
This isn't a place for self-pity. This is a place for dour reflection.
Yes, and drinking.
To Nick, he was my friend. He will be missed, but not forgotten.
Hear, hear.
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Anything could lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone. You guys are all so stupid!
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
Yo, the mom didn't even try hearing her out. Just went straight to blaming her.
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
Yeah, okay, don't comment on other people's parenting, okay? It's not our business.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
Are you okay? Yeah, just had to leave. Come on, we can go outside and talk to her. Thanks for checking. Be nice. I'm here if you want to talk. Joan was saying she wasn't even drinking anything, and the mom didn't even bother confirming. She just went straight out. Joan, what are you doing? You don't talk to people like that. And frankly, Declan could, you know, chill out. It's a wake. We not raise our voice at the wake? Is that alright? Well, dude, man, you're drinking too much. You gotta drive back later on, you know?
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
He's like a clean-shaven, sharper version of me? Was that how I used to look like, maybe back when I was still here? No, not really, according to the memories. So what's this all about?
Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back. I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Dude, go check on the kid.
Stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Oh, okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up. Late for checkout. They can wait a bit more.
I kind of vaguely remember this from the trailers. Why is it so bright outside? Running a little bit long for a first look, but it seems like we're on the cusp of something happening here.
God, what a headache. I feel like a small jackhammer in my left temple. Didn't even get under the covers. Glad I even made it to the bed. Please let there be water.
Yeah, let's have more beer.
No more beer. I need water. No water, of course. Just tossed on the floor. My mother would be proud.
Not fashionable jacket, stinks of cigarette smoke and beer. My bag.
At least it won't take me long to get my things.
How long you planning on staying here, though? Was it just for the week, or you want to stay around for a little bit? Reflects a face that looks like a stranger.
I was at least hoping I'd look better than I feel. I already feel more human. Now, where did I put my shirt?
In your bag? Oh. Whoa! I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
That's not good. That's... Where did I get this? What did I do?
What happened last night? After we blacked out. Nightmares? I can't turn around. All I can do is go forward. This isn't my mind right now, though. It's not real. Guy. Calm down and remember. Uh-oh. Wait, is it just me or is that guy gigantic?
Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus.
Oh, we were supposed to not bump into that. Okay. I thought we were supposed to go through it. Go, 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 go! Oh my god. I can't control him that well. He's not very fast. He doesn't react fast.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
Wait, do I actually have to go through a door? How do I know which one's right? I thought we were trying to more not go in any door. This one? Wait, am I trying to go through a door or am I trying to avoid them? Because I've been trying to avoid them, but you're telling me... Maybe there's a right one at the very end. If I mess up again, though, we're kind of done. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was dramatic. There's more! That was the beginning! I'm a killer behind you. Prison, give in. The hurt, death, jail time. I didn't do anything. I don't remember anything. Who did I kill anyway? Who died? Oh, I missed the one that said take control.
Samuel, focus. Focus on anything other than the fear.
Did I mess up, or was that supposed to happen?
You're doing good. Really good. You're almost there.
Was take control the right door I should have gone through? There were so many and they were going by so fast. Oh no, what is this?
Focus. Choose. Act. Deliberately. If I run, I'll keep running. I need to face what happened. Answers.
I'm making a decision here.
Hide. It's never happened. Going on. Get far away. Don't think. Just go. As far, as fast as I can.
But if you run away, it'll be like you're guilty. Right now, you don't even know what happened.
If I run, I'll keep running. I need to face what happened. Answers.
It's not the best course of action if we want to avoid jail time, maybe, but we don't even know what happened. Why are we running away? Did someone die? We don't know that yet. All we saw was a bloody jacket. Again. Expectations. Do we want to do what's socially accepted, or do we want to do what we want to actually do? Running away is probably what we actually want to do, but this would be the more accepted option.
Yes, answers. Good or bad, I need answers. I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol, you're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead. I need to know what happened last night. The last place I remember is the bar, so I'll start there. The squeaky nail gets hammered down. Maybe don't play lone wolf detective. There's too many questions about last night. All the obvious answers are bad, but worth knowing. Not all answers are worth knowing. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here.
Wait, what happened though? Like, are you saying that I killed Nick? All we saw was a bloody shirt. That was it.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Okay, this is probably a good point for me to stop here. Homeboy's gone again. Yeah, I'm a little bit like, what did we actually do? All we saw was a bloody rag. Can we not talk to somebody about this? But no, we're immediately jumping into like, oh no, I killed somebody. What did I do? What did I do? So far, nothing is glaringly horrible to me. The game looks good. It looks good. But at the same time, there's like little oddities here and there. The whole section at the pub kind of felt like a big info dump, whereas it should really be more focused on celebrating and remembering Nick. But everyone was like, oh, remember the article that you published that got the mine shut down? It's a little bit info dumpy, but nothing glaringly horrible, like I said. And of course, with this new development here at the end, where we woke up in, without our memories, with a bloody shirt in the tub, that does seem like something is happening. I liked what I saw, is what I can tell you. But I do want to remember that a lot of the reviews I saw said something like, it starts out pretty interesting, but then, you know, kind of fizzles out. But I can tell you that from what I saw here, I did like what I saw. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. This was Welonz with the first look at Twin Mirror. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing it, and I will see you in another place, in another time. Bye!